tassel doesn't do much for me.
Well, I think you look rather sexy behind it.
You'd find something sexy about a funeral.
The proud but grinning parents.
You must have had a truce with your mother.
It's a rare study of interclan solidarity.
Well, it surprised me how Dad could have smiled through it all.
Hey, here you are in all your glory. Why the modesty?
That bathing suit shows too much.
Now here's one that shows too much.
You never looked more handsome.
You're being sarcastic, dear.
I like this one.
The cheapest rock on the beach.
Don't kid about it.
Well, here's the last one. 2 kids on the road to love and life.
You should have gotten a picture of us running off into that ditch.
I wish we were married and living on a hill somewhere, or high up in some apartment building.
Why?
Oh, I don't know. So I could reach out and touch the sky.
Sounds like your head's in the clouds already.
It is.
Well, if I had my way, I'd live on the run for a while.
Why?
I'd like to see and live in all the big cities. Places like New York, Houston, Washington, D.C. Being stuck in one place is a drag on the nerves.
You should be an airplane pilot.
And you a stewardess.
I'll buy that.
If you want my opinion, sis, you're making a mistake. Why? You're too young. You haven't got your life sorted out yet. If I waited for that, I'd probably be an old maid. It's not all that bad. I mean, being divorced, it's the same thing. Be smart and wait. Did you have a long enough engagement to learn anything? Just that Jack liked plenty of sex. I mean anything that could help me. Don't get pregnant if you can help it. What else? I don't know. We'll save up a little money. It's a lie about 2 living cheaper than 1. Well, you make it all sound like a downhill proposition. Marriage isn't for amateurs, that's all. Who isn't an amateur when they start out?
Know the boy for a year or so before you get married. You can learn a lot about a person in a year. That was Barb's trouble. She didn't have much of an engagement. Engaged 1 month, married the next. Bad news for everybody.
Were you engaged long?
No.
Why?
Oh, we were just 2 hot-blooded kids who couldn't wait.
So don't be hot-blooded if you want a good marriage, huh?
Don't marry anybody you don't know. Marriage is a long, old story you don't need to rush into. Does that make sense?
Well, how long should an engagement be then?
4 or 5 months to a year. Now remember, it's not the length of an engagement that's important, it's what you accomplish.
What do you mean?
Well, the problem of weaving 2 lifestyles together. This means adjusting to each other in a wide variety of ways.
Like what?
Oh, finding out about your personalities, your emotional habits, what you want from life. Maybe solving some of your religious differences and physical drives.
Just about everything, huh?
The engagement is a time of intense communication.
Yeah, it is.
Somewhere I read once where marriage failures are usually engagement failures.
You make it all sound a little scary.
In what way?
Oh, I don't know. Just being engaged. Letting another person really get to know who you are. That's the scary part. I want Dave to see me at my best. Like before we were engaged. I realize someday he's going to have to see my other side, too. I mean, he's going to know about it sooner or later. Maybe I have too many doubts about myself. About having a future without Dave. About our families being so different. Even doubts about keeping up with his education. What would happen if I ever told him about all these worries? Would it change anything? We talk about ourselves, but do we ever really say anything? What exactly do we both want to hide? Dave, I want to love you so, but somehow I'm afraid.
Maybe being engaged is good for me. I mean, it's taught me to look at myself clearly. Am I really mature enough to share myself with another person? I don't know. I guess I've always been the loner who hates his loneliness. But maybe everybody has that problem. For some reason, I've always needed things to do, things to accomplish in order to feel important. Why can't I feel important just being myself? Is that why I need Vickie around? To register another accomplishment? Look, world, me and the all-American girl. Yeah. So desirable, but I'm afraid to lay a hand on her. Another one of Dave's bittersweet accomplishments.
We can afford a place like this someday. This is a palace compared to ours.
It's not bad for a cage.
What are you doing?
Taking a shower.
Are you crazy?
No.
Dave, stop fooling me.
Who's fooling?
Hey, be gentle.
I like you when you're wild.
Don't.
Don't what?
Just don't.
Well, that was fast. What do you want me to do? Apologize?
No.
Maybe we shouldn't be engaged.
What do you mean?
I wouldn't think I had any rights to you.
Who said you have any rights?
Is this the way it's going to be after we're married?
No.
I thought we were supposed to thaw out a little before we got married. Maybe I read the wrong textbook.
I don't know what we should do.
Just keep our passion locked up? All uptight and secure?
It's not that I don't want you to love me, Dave.
Then what do you want?
I don't know. Maybe for you to respect me. Is that something I have a right to ask?
Yeah.
It doesn't mean we have to stop loving each other.
Then what does it mean?
Don't make me feel cold, Dave. I love you very much.
Sure.
I want to believe there's more between us than just tumbling into bed.
There is.
I could use sex like my sister did. Only I just don't want to get trapped like that.
Okay.
It's just not worth it, Dave. You know why you dated me in the beginning. Well, it's true. I've had experience. More than I want to think about. I suppose that's something you don't care to hear about.
No.
I'm not proud of my past, but I don't want to be ashamed of my future, too.
I understand.
I hope so. Well, there it is. My confession for the night.
Vickie,
What?
you're beautiful when you cry.
I don't feel very beautiful.
Can I help you with anything, Mom?
No, but you might check with your father. He might need some help with the steaks.
Could you go easy tonight? And no ice except in the drinks?
Put these at this other place, would you?
Did you hear me, Mom?
Yes, I heard you.
A dinner like this doesn't have to be a hazing ceremony.
I can't recall when I haven't been civil to her, Dave.
Try adding a little warmth. She's gonna be my wife someday.
I'm sorry, Dave. I still can't get excited about that idea.
Are you gonna play the bitchy mother right down to the bitter end?
All right, Dave, that's enough.
I thought you might need a little fortification, sweetheart.
Thanks.
What's the skirmish about?
Dave seems to think I'm some sort of sculptured iceberg around his girl.
That's unfair, Dave. I think we've both made considerable adjustment to this engagement affair of yours.
Don't call it an affair, Dad.
What would you prefer I call it?
Just don't call it an affair.
Are the steaks ready to grill yet?
All set.
Well, that must be Vickie. How about it? Let's keep the knives on the table, huh?
We can be glad she didn't bring her parents along.
Madge, you can be a bit of a snob when you want to be.
Yes, Lyle, I use it instead of your scotch.
Well, how did the lords of the manor treat you last night?
Okay.
Did you have a good time?
Yes. Dave and I left early.
I found his mother awful formal at the graduation.
Can't we talk about something else? They're not my kind of people either.
Then why marry one?
Because Dave isn't like his parents.
Yeah, he looks enough like the old man to fool me.
Dad, you don't know one thing about Dave.
George, don't argue at the table.
Well, I may not know him like you, but it doesn't take much to see what he is. Good day's work probably killed the kid. What's the matter with the world today? A bunch of smart kids like him afraid to do a day's work.
Dave works at a lumber yard. He works as hard as you do.
Is that the way he's going to support you, pushing lumber around?
No. He plans to go to college in a year or so.
And who's going to pay for that?
I don't know. We can both work.
Yeah, and as soon as you put him through, he'll get rid of you.
George, eat your supper.
Yeah.
You two keep out of this.
Dad, please.
Well, if you think that kid's some sort of a white knight, you need your eyes open. All he's looking for is somebody to put him through school. It happens every day.
For your information, Dad, his parents have offered to put him through school.
I'll believe that when I see him there.
Don't worry. I'll see to it that he gets through school.
I'll bet you one thing. He's going to teach you about life the hard way.
Yeah, the same way you taught me.
All right, you two, now stop it.
Yeah, can't we ever have a meal in peace?
Are you feeling tired?
No. Just moody.
About what?
Oh, about things.
What things?
About you and me.
Oh?
We don't seem to have the spark we once did.
Yeah. Maybe we don't.
I miss it.
Yeah, I miss it too.
Do you?
Why do you think I don't?
I don't know. You've had a lot on your mind lately.
Do you ever have any
doubts about being engaged?
Yeah. Some.
What are they?
Do I have to talk about it just now?
Why not?
No reason, I guess.
Seems to me we're getting to be experts at not talking to each other.
Okay, so we should talk more.
What really bothers you, Vickie?
That's hard to say. Oh, I'm afraid maybe you're not interested in marrying me anymore. Are you?
I'm not sure.
I'm glad you finally told me.
Maybe we don't fit together as well as we thought we did.
Sure. Two kids who got drunk on a little moonlight.
Okay, then you tell me what it is.
If you want to know the truth, David, it's because you think you're better than me.
Vickie!
You do. You make me feel I'm not good enough for you.
Vickie, I don't mean to.
Well, you do.
Honey, I'm not different than you. I mean, well, I'm afraid of a lot of things, too.
Like what?
I'm afraid I'll get love and hate all mixed up if I touch you.
Why?
That I hate myself for wanting you. For feeling weak about it.
Dave, don't ever hate yourself for wanting me.
Sure.
I guess sometimes I get love and hate all mixed up, too.
How?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe hating myself for not being what you want me to be.
You don't have to change anything. Not for me.
Yes, I do. Dave, I want you to love me.
Okay.
I don't know. Maybe I want the same things you do. You know, well, not being afraid when you touch me.
You don't have to be afraid.
Yes, I do.
I don't know, Vickie. Maybe being afraid is just a part of being young.
Maybe.
Did you ever have any doubts when you were engaged to Terry?
Sure.
What kind?
Oh, whether I was making a mistake. Marriage is like being locked in a cell with someone. I didn't know if I could take the solitary confinement with Terry.
Have you?
Oh, let's say I'm making an adjustment.
You make it sound rather grim, Walt.
Living intimately with another person is a new experience. It's a kind of confinement that's hard to describe.
Would you do it over again?
I don't know. I think if we were both older, we'd be married to somebody different.
You've been married a few years, haven't you?
Yeah, about 6 or 7, maybe.
You recommend it?
What are you looking for, a testimonial?
No. Just some idea of what I can expect.
Well, this isn't something I often do. Analyze my marriage. This might sound rather personal, but to me, a marriage is a mutual investment by two people in a common set of goals. You know, children, friends, lifestyles, a whole range of things. And if these mutual goals and investments aren't there, the marriage probably won't be much good.
Exactly how confined is it?
You mean, is it claustrophobic?
Yeah.
Well, that'd depend on the people involved. With me, it's always seemed like a home base to return to. Without it, I'd probably feel pretty lost and empty.
You know, that's true.
What?
You being romantic. I've always thought you were teasing me, but now I see. It's really a part of you.
Like bone and blood.
And I thought it was just part of some teasing game.
I've used it that way, too.
Why?
Because you don't have enough dreams to live by. For some reason, you don't trust your dreams.
To be truthful, the only dream I let myself believe in is you and me. Maybe that's not enough for you, huh?
Oh, it's a lovely dream, Vickie. But it isn't enough.
Why not?
Because if we're going to live together, we need to dream together. Not one dream, but many dreams.
Well, what dreams do you want me to have then?
What do you want me to dream for both of us?
I don't know. Because you're good at it.
You've got to want things for yourself, honey. I can't do that for you.
That's funny.
What?
Being told to want something for myself.
To me, dreaming is a part of being beautiful.
I thought I was beautiful already.
Well, only from your imagination on down.
I ought to slug you.
Okay, how about right here? Well, that was beautiful. What are you looking so happy about?
Nothing.
Never heard of anybody being happy about nothing.
Dave,
Yeah?
do you ever, well, wonder about us?
In what way?
Oh, about whether we know each other well enough to get married.
What do you think?
I don't know.
I guess then I don't know either.
At times, I think I know you very well. At other times, you're only a beautiful stranger.
Well, you put it very well.
What?
About you and me?
Well, what do we do about the stranger then?
The beautiful stranger.
Yeah. What do we do about him?
Her.
Don't mock me, Dave.
I'm not. What are you really worried about, honey?
Well, I don't want to get into something that won't work out. I know what Barb went through.
Barb's marriage never had a chance. You know that.
I guess I think being married to you will solve all my problems. I shouldn't be so unrealistic, huh?
No, you shouldn't.
Oh, it scares me, I guess. I think marriage is so complicated.
I can't believe it's so tough we can't handle it.
You always seem so determined.
Let's either master things or be mastered.
You know something?
What?
I couldn't have told you about being scared 3 months ago. That must mean something, huh?
Yeah. You know, I love to study your face when it's pensive.
Do you?
It's a part of that beautiful stranger I want to know someday.
You know, Dave, you do that all the time.
What?
Oh, the way you turn the smallest moments into sunshine.
That's me. Your old sunshine lover.
One day soon we'll stand on the same stream, the same dream we shared since we stood there